OG is back. Meeting Bentley. You guys haven't seen Bentley in a while. He wanted to say hi to you guys. He came downstairs. We got a great show for you guys, so stick around.
You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show. I am your host, Onrie Kompan, and with me is Mr. Bentley, who I have to say, I am always missing so much when I'm away at various conventions and all that. So having him here is always a blessing. I love the dog. He's also my moral support, my morale support. If I brought him with me to some of these cons, it would be a lot easier to wave people down, I think. I'd be like, hey, can I tell you about my dog? His owner makes good comments. I hope everybody's doing really well tonight. We got a great show for you guys. We're going to start off with some foil facsimiles and other foil variants. And I also picked up some cool stuff today at North Shore Comics, my local comic shop. And yeah, we're going to have a good time tonight. So buckle in, buckaroos. All right. No, your roommates are awesome. So Kyle is currently with Mog, Park, and Mel, who are the hosts of SketchUp. And they are gearing up for Baltimore Comic-Con. So Mog and Mel are on a 2-week trip, which is so much work. I've done this in the past, and it is just it's a serious commitment. Going from New York, especially to Baltimore, and especially in the East Coast, there's some really bad weather over there. So I'm sure those guys are really tired right now, but really cheering for them and hoping that they have a really successful event this week. All right, Mel's cooking. Yes, you do win. If Mel's cooking, you win. Mel is the best cook. All right, as always, if you spend $25 with me, you're going to spin the wheel, and you're going to win something no matter what. And if you spend $50 and you're located within the United States of America, I'm going to hook you up with free shipping on your order. So let's get the kicking going, or the going will be kicking. And then we'll all get fishnicking. All right, we got Katrina in the house. We got Tori in the house. We obviously have Kyle in the house. You always have to have the producer in the house. And a big shout out to Jay, who's a little under the weather, but he's here anyway. Jay, let's hear that, like deep, groggy voice, buddy.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having an awesome night.
There you go. Jay, can you speak up a little bit? We couldn't hear you. Just kidding. Could you put the volume up? Are you talking a little clearer? Could you not be like choking on every other word, please? That would be great. Death Metal J, yes. All right. First book we have today is Fantastic Four #1. This is a foil facsimile of the very first issue of Fantastic Four. So if you ever wanted to have Fantastic Four #1, but you can't buy the first printing because it's worth, multiple $1,000s, even if it's, in the worst condition ever. I think a 0.5 was selling for somewhere around 10 or 12,000 at one point. Just like a 0.5, a completely beat to crap copy of the book. Here's your chance to get a foil facsimile, which is probably the first time they've ever made a foil of this book and reprinted it on really high grade quality paper. This thing you can throw into a shredder and it'll still come out. It'll break the shredder. It won't. Don't try that. But either way, this thing is a lot sturdier than the original Fantastic Four, which is worth a lot of money. But this technically costs more money to print. Either way, I'm getting off tangent. Here's what I'm doing tonight. We got Fantastic Four #1 foil facsimile going for just $10. So $10 on Fantastic Four #1. Marvel's greatest comics magazine, first issue. Next up, I got Godzilla by IDW. Godzilla #1. Tim Seeley wrote this one, and we're going to do this today for $15. $15 on Godzilla. He loves his job and he loves me. What's up, Stevie B? Huh? No, that's not what happened. He just got sick. Stevie, it was really nice meeting you in New York. You're awesome, man. We had a really wonderful dinner. This is the best thing about this job is whenever I go to a convention, I never know who I'm going to run into. And I got to meet Stevie B in person, and we got to have a really wonderful dinner with Mog and Mel on the night before the beginning of the show, and we had a really great time together. So it was good hanging out with you, buddy. All right. And always good meeting you guys in person. All right. I hope I lived up to like what you expected me to be like in real life, you know? Like, yeah, I expected him to be like this and he ended up being that way. I hope I wasn't like a massive jerk in person. I mean, I knew I was causing a racket at the restaurant we were at. I was like, yelling curse words at the waitress. I smacked her hiney a couple times. I did a couple inappropriate things, just a couple inappropriate things. But, Stevie kind of laughed nervously when I did all these things. I think he was kind of worried about me not being impressed with his behavior, but it's all good. I forgave him. It's all good. We all got along. That's what's important. Mog and Mel, they were kind of looking at each other awkwardly, but it's all good. Like I know how to conduct myself in public. Like at one point the waiter was like trying to get our order and I was just like, excuse me, I'm talking here. Can you shut the hell up? And, it took a little while for us to get the food. My food was really good. I don't know about you guys, like you guys were kind of complaining about the food, but it's all good. Oh boy, this is turning into an awkward conversation when I should be telling you guys about Hawkeye #1. Now, this is not a foil. It's a lenticular of Hawkeye #1. And you see how he's throwing multiple arrows? This is the first issue from Matt Fraction and David Aja's run. And it's going to go for just $5 right now. Yeah, Stevie, it was awesome. Yeah, we weren't banned, luckily. I did rage eating during dinner. You guys have seen rage selling, but you haven't seen rage eating. That's where I like take a bite of something and I'm like, why isn't anybody bringing me more food? And I just threw the plate across like the restaurant. And, I was behaving like a regular New Yorker. New Yorker in Chicago. Onrie always makes things awkward and fun in person. And most of us know that. All right. Tales of the Teen Titans, number 44. This is the first appearance of Nightwing. And it is going to go for just $10 today. Another foil facsimile. Foil facsimile going for $10. And then I got Swamp Thing, number 37. This is the first issue that Alan Moore and Rick Veitch put out. Did you guys hear the announcement? Rick Veitch's Swamp Thing for like his forgotten issues are going to be printed next year. So this is going to drum up a lot of interest with Swamp Thing. And we got the first issue of Swamp Thing from Alan Moore and Rick Veitch's run going for just $10 tonight. It's really, really good. There's a foil facsimile. And then next up, I got House of Secrets, number 92, first appearance of Swamp Thing. This is also going to go for $10. $10. And guys, I've been showing these books for a while now. And at this point, I really do want them to find a new home. So if you're interested in any of these and you're like, Onrie, the prices you're giving me are too high, throw me an offer. The worst thing that can happen is I can just say no, but I'll likely meet you somewhere in the middle, or who knows, I might even take you up on your offer. So feel free to let me know. It was like a light version of my show. All right, next up we got the Royal number 9, which is a lenticular cover homaging Uncanny X-Men number 142. And this is going to go for just $5. Our lenticulars are 5. Our foils are essentially going for 10. And then I got Secret Warriors number 8, which is homaging Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 1. That is also 5. I can be arrested on my show. I mean, honestly, guys, this is America. We're not safe anymore. So, like, anything can happen. You know, like, all of a sudden you could just see, like, smoke bombs go off and FBI agents could just, like, take me down. It can happen. And it'll likely be because I sold someone a comic that I shouldn't have sold them. It can happen. Probably won't happen, but it can happen. I mean, it depends on how, Illinois wants to spend their tax dollars, or the government wants to spend your tax dollars. Why are we being taxed? I don't even get it. All right. I got Rogue, Savage Land number 1, another foil variant. We got a foil variant now. And, she is looking very, very promiscuous on this cover. I'm sure. What do you think the weather is like in the Savage Land? Like on any given day? Jay, tell us the weather forecast in the Savage Land this week.
Judging by her clothes, hot and windy.
Hot and windy. Check that out, guys. Where is it ever hot and windy at the same time? It's either hot or windy. It's never both. That already makes you want to buy this book, doesn't it? Doesn't that just get the appetite, going? So we got Rogue Savage Land number 1 foil variant cover going for $10. And then I got Phoenix Resurrection number 1. We got another lenticular here going for $5. Look at her. She's like, you spin me right round, baby, right round. $5 on this. Who wrote this? Oh, Rosenberg. He's a good writer. He wrote the Joker books that I really like. He knows what he's doing. Freaking buy this book, idiots! $5. There you go. Is that a little pressure? I mean, I told you to hold back the barbershop fees, moron. That's what it was like having dinner with me in New York. Got a little rage cell left in me. I decided today I'm going to get all my pent up rage from New York Comic Con out on the air, so you guys can kind of get a little residual feel of what I went through over the course of the 4 days, yelling out into the void. All right, I got West Coast Avengers number 1 here. Who's on the cover? You guys know who's on the cover? It looks like Firestar. Is it Firestar? Or is that Nova? Nova 2. Either way, it's a foil and it's going for $10. Foil variant of West Coast Avengers number 1. And then we got Damn Them All number 1. Another foil variant here, but this one is going to go for a little bit less. It's going to go for $5. $5. It's Firestar. I had a feeling it was Firestar. Oh, Katrina, I wasn't yelling at you directly. I was yelling like into the void. All right, I got Spider-Verse versus Venomverse. Number 1, we got another cool foil effect on the cover. Really neat variant here going for $10. And then finally, I have Batman Who Laughs, number 1. This is going to go for $15. $15. So it's down from $30. But now you get $15. All right, up top, we got some cool runs here. Start off with Bloody Mary, which is written by Garth Ennis and illustrated by Carlos Ezquerra. So I have number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4 of Bloody Mary. And this is going to go for just $10. I also, what's up, Roberto? How you doing, brother? I also got Black Lamb, number 1. This is by Timothy Truman and Sam Parsons. We got number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. I'm going to do this for $10 as well. So we can do Bloody Mary and Black Lamb for $20 today. 10 and 10. 11 comics for $20. It's a steal. And then finally, I have a House of M crossover run here called Utopia. We got part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and number 5. If you decide you want to get all 5 issues, it is going to go for $10. $10. All right. That's everything that we have on the lower rack. We haven't moved a single book here. So I want you guys to study this really hard. Open up those peepers. Look really, really closely. And let me know, is there a single book that interests you on that lower rack? If there is, let me know what it's going to take to get into your collection. I'll do anything. I'll come to your local restaurant and I'll yell at your waitress or waiter and I'll create a scene. I'll do anything. If you need me to break up with your girlfriend or boyfriend in public, I will fly to your city and I will do it for you. I'll take care of whatever you need me to do. I'll make that awkward phone call to the IRS for you. I'll do whatever it takes for us to move some of these books tonight. If that's not desperation, I don't know what is. But let's make it happen here, folks. If you need me to go to your eye appointment for you, I can do it. I have no problem with that, pun intended. Yeah, why not? We can have dinner at Grand Rapids. Yeah, going back to that, we'll talk about New York Comic Con in a minute. But anyway, I'm still in my desperation mode here. I'm desperate to give you guys a good deal on some of these lower rack books. And while I am, wallowing in my desperation, I want you guys to think about if there's anything you need here. We're going to take a short commercial break, think long and hard. And when we get back, I'm going to start showing you guys some really awesome new books that I just picked up. So I will see you beautiful people in just a second.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
Hey, did you know that you're invited to an art gala? No, I mean the fun kind. It's SketchUp with Mog and Mel.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks again for joining us.
Featured guests talk about their new projects.
So it takes place in this fantasy world where the world has kind of lost its stories.
And life as an artist.
The hope was that you could make some amount of money when you exited art school.
While the ever-changing artist panel draws new works live in front of your eyes.
Oh, I like that. Working on this
And
shadow.
sexy. Sex, dude.
You still got a little bit of time.
Ooh, Phil, that's dope, dude.
SketchUp with Mog and Mel. Thursday nights. Part of the experience.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it. In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great, thanks.
the same. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our party, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
I before I get into everything, I just want to let everybody know if you paid up your bills over the last week, your stuff has been shipped out. Anybody who pre-ordered the Frank Guzan variant of Warline 3, your books have been shipped out. I got Frank to sign everything. Unfortunately, Steve Cannon, the colorist of Warline, did not show up at the show because his French bulldog got hurt, and his wife is very pregnant, and he could not leave her alone, so he had to sacrifice coming to New York for the convention. So unfortunately, your Warline 3 books are just signed by me and Frank, which is still a pretty big deal. But everybody who pre-ordered that, your copies have been set aside. You guys are good to go. Brandon, I still have a box for you, from your last order, so you can continue to add to that if you want, and I can ship it all together. Lorena, what's up? How you doing? And I guess before I get into it, well, I guess as I'm showing comics, I can kind of fill you guys in on what happened. I mean, if you haven't read my post, you kind of know what was going on at New York Comic Con. But I did run into Todd McFarlane, and I didn't really talk about it. I haven't really talked about that. I was going to save that for here. But I went to the bathroom on Saturday, and as I came out, there's Todd walking, down the aisle, and I stopped him. I'm like, "Hey, Todd!" And he had his handler there, and his handler was like, "Hey!" And Todd's like, "Oh, hey, I know him. It's all good." And I was like, "Hey, Todd, good to see you and everything." And he was like, "Oh yeah." And, I was really tempted. I was so tempted to show him my Spawn art, but he was just so busy. And here's something I've noticed about Todd over the last year: he has really stepped up and taken on the role that Stan Lee had in his later years in comics, being sort of the figurehead of comics. That is who Todd McFarlane is today. And you could just see it. His presence says it all. And I love that. I think Todd is the right person for that job. He's like the new pope of comics. And it was really cool to see it. I really hope I have a chance at some point to show him my Spawn art and to just really take him off guard and just be like, "Hey, and Todd, I've been working really hard on my art all my life, and I just want to show you my rendering of Spawn," and just show him, Spawn booting someone. I should prepare for the next time I see him at a con, because I know he comes to Phoenix every year, and I'm always at Phoenix. But I really want to show him my Spawn art, and I wish someone would film it too, so we could get a live reaction, just as he looks at it. And then I just look at him with hopeful eyes, hoping he likes it, knowing it sucks. That'd be awesome. All right, anyway, we got some really awesome books here. Let's start showing them off. $2 back issues that I'm going to be putting up on these double racks right here. $2 for every book that you're about to see. Starting with Captain Britain and MI13 #1. This is a Secret Invasion tie-in, and it's going to go for just $2. Brand new book we got today. Looks like a Brian Hitch cover, honestly. Trying to see if I can find his signature on the cover. Don't see it anywhere. But I believe this is Brian Hitch who did that cover. It looks a lot like his art. Captain Britain and MI13. Spawn Lion? No. Avengers #0. That's going to go for $2. But something that was really cool was Todd T. Gabriel, who's the actress who's going to be playing Jade in the next Mortal Kombat movie. She came to my booth with the Warner Brothers media team filming her. And she read Warline #1. And she's really interested in collaborating to see if we can potentially make a Warline film. So she's got a few other projects in the pipeline, but she's looking to produce some films. And so I gave her copies of issues 2 and 3. And I'm hoping that it'll lead to something, because I think she would be perfect to play Kia. And she's just amazing. She was such a sweetheart. I really liked meeting her. And then I also got to meet Mr. Kanshik Yu, who is the executive director of Korean Broadcast Systems, which is basically Korea's version of BBC. He came to New York for a panel that he did with Michael and David Uslan. Michael Uslan was the producer who brought Batman, 1989 Batman to the screen. So he came to town and he got into the convention, and he came right to my booth, which was really great. So I gave him some books and allowed him to leave his stuff at my booth, and he introduced me to some people. So lots of cool things, and it was really a hard show. I will say that, like, the sales were definitely down for the year. It was just a lot of people on that floor. Even though the floor was packed, you couldn't get people to stop because New Yorkers are used to being solicited to, and this is New York Comic Con every year. And my spot on the floor was actually really good. So I'm right out on the main floor, and my booth is really easy to find over there. Has been for the last couple of years, unless they decide to move me again, which I'm actually open to. As long as I have a corner, I'm open to trying a different spot on the floor just to see how things go. But it was really hard to hit people off that main floor because they're just trying to get from point A to point B, and it's such a packed floor that people are exhausted. And so I kind of had like people looking at me, giving me really dirty looks, that kind of a thing. And it wasn't anything personal. It's just like they don't want to stop. They don't want to hear pitches. They don't want to carry anything. God forbid, spend any more money. And that's kind of just how the show is. And when I think about it, New York has been one of those shows where I've had to take, a few bumps on the chin over the years. It's not always been one of my most successful shows. There have been some pretty tough years over there. But when I look at the fact that I was able to connect with such, important people at this show, normally that doesn't happen at, like, say, Cincinnati Comic Expo, where I'm going to be going next week. Those kinds of celebrities are probably not going to be at a show like that. So, you kind of pay for a couple things to do this show. You pay for the experience to go and showcase your work and hopefully make money, which we still did. We did really well over there. And you also pay for the opportunity to network with these people. So overall, I still consider this show a success. I was kind of coming in with different goals. I really wanted to break that glass ceiling because it's been about 6 years since I sold out at New York Comic Con. The last time it happened was when I was when Dak came out there in 2019. And since then, it just hasn't been the same. So hopefully once we finish Yisun Shin, that'll kind of change, and maybe our fortunes will change, and maybe other people's fortunes will change. The show is just getting so expensive now, too. It's like every ticket was like $90 a day to get in. So you kind of have to go with the flow with this kind of stuff. And, I did the best that I could, and I was happy with the results, but it was definitely a more down year in terms of sales. But when I look at what potentially could happen from the people who visited my booth and the connections I made, I could look back on this and be like, this was the best year ever. So you never know. Yeah, Warline film would be great. I would really love that. Spawn Shin, I love that. Blade is in Captain Britain, MI13. I didn't know that. Yeah, a Warline film would be great. No, he didn't. He was really busy, and again, his handler was there. When I see Todd, I try and put on a very professional demeanor. Jokes aside, if I see someone like Todd, I just say hi to him real quick. Todd has stopped by my booth at various conventions and stuff like that. And very, very kind man, and he's really trying to encourage young artists and creators to get out there and do their thing. And he's a major inspiration to so many of us, and he's a wonderful guy. So if I ever have the opportunity to share that Spawn video or image with him, it would have to be at a moment when I have more than 2 minutes with him, because he wants to make his rounds, you know what I mean? So I just consider myself fortunate enough that I got to see him for a couple minutes, and he was very kind. He's a wonderful man. I'm actually really glad that he's stepped up in that role. I think he's the Todd father. He's now, we lost Dan the man. We now have the Todd father, and I'm totally okay with that. All right, I got Avengers number 0 going for $2. I believe this is the first George Perez issue here. It says Ultron Unlimited. I wonder who worked on this. Let's look at it real quick. So these Wizard Zeros are pretty cool. Okay, Stuart Immonen is the penciler on this, but I believe this is still the prenup to the Avengers 1 by Kurt Busiek and George Perez. So Stuart Immonen, some early Stuart Immonen work. And we're going to do this for just $2 right now for Avengers number 0. Found some really cool stuff. Pete bought a really awesome collection, and I found some fun stuff in there. So we're doing Avengers 0 for $2, and then I got Captain Marvel 0 for $2 too. This is also from the pages of Avengers Forever. That is $2 on that. I have Silver Surfer number 3. That's going to go for $2. That's a pretty cool cover here. For Silver Surfer 3. Yeah, I think Toddy would be a really great Kia in the Warline movie. And I told her, I'm like, if there's any way we could get Wesley Snipes or Michael J. White interested in playing the role of Warline, that would be really cool. You know, just kind of throwing some stuff out there. She was at the booth. You know, when you're in those moments, you really don't know what to think or what to do, because it really did catch me off guard. I mean, there were literally cameras following me everywhere. Everybody was really nice, but they stayed there for like about 5 minutes, just checking out stuff. It was really fantastic. And I owe it all to my friend, Jean Chung, who works for Tati. She's like her stylist, and her she does some other things with her too. But she's really awesome, and she brought her to my booth. She's Korean, so she's always been a fan of Yusung Shin. So Yusung Shin directed her, Tati over, and you know, we hooked her with Warline, which is really cool. And she's just perfect for the role. And if you guys had what else Tati has been in, if you guys have watched You, the show on Netflix, You, she's in season 3. She's the victim girl that the main character is stalking in You season 3. All right, I have Legion of Night by Steve Gerber, Wilch Portaccio, Scott Williams, and Paul Mounts for $2 right now. This is really cool. Legion of Night for $2. Punisher the Prize, which is a like one-shot sort of graphic novel book here. I had a copy of this before that I was selling for $4. $2 on this one. Grab it while you can. Dr. Voodoo number 1 by Rick Remender. $2 on this. I have 2 X-Men Noir variants. We have issue 2 and issue 4. And we're going to do the pair for $4 for these X-Men Noir variants. All right, next up, I got something that is really hot for the right person. And there's a lot of you here who I think are going to want this because it's awesome. I have a big stack of Transformers books here. Look at this big stack from Marvel Transformers. So I have issue 7, number 12, number 13, number 15, number 16, number 18, number 20, number 23, number 25, number 28, number 32, number 33, number 38, and number 59. And here's what I'm going to do here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We got 14 of these. It's going to go for $28. I'll round it down to 25. So $25 for all these Transformers books. This is the deal of the night. A bunch of Marvel Transformer books for $25. And a little less than $2 a book there. I have Cable Love and Chrome number 3. We got a variant cover here by Matt White. And this is going to go for just $2. Yeah, hopefully someone will grab that. I hope so. That's the deal of the night. I got Demon Days Rising Storm #1 by Peach Momoko going for $2. Wolverine #1. This is from the latest Marvel Wolverine series. That's going to go for $2. Cable. Was there a cable? Oh, okay, Cable Love and Chrome. Awesome. Lorena. And Wolverine. Secret Invasion #1 is going to go for $2. Okay. Someone just took the Transformers. They didn't claim on the air, but I got their, I know who it is. So I got it. Chris, that also gets you a spin. We can work out a time to meet up either this week or next at Pete's, and I'll drop those books off over there. I have Web of Spider-Man 122 and 123. This is Smoke and Mirrors, part 1 of 3. This is right before we see the return of the Jackal during the Clone Saga. And then this is Players and Pawns. This is where Ben Reilly finds out that he is the original Peter Parker. These two books are going to go for $4. Totally worth owning, by the way. Captain America White #1 by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. And these two did some really great stuff together. They did the Long Halloween Team and some other stuff. So the person who bought the Transformers books wants me to give their spin to someone else because he spent $25 just now. Chris, no problem. I'll take care of everybody. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. All right. Next up, I got Harley Quinn #28. That's going to go for $2. I have Amazing Adventures featuring the X-Men #4 and #5. That's going to go for $4. $4 on these two. Yeah, someone grabbed them. It was an off the air claim. Someone's watching the show and they just texted me and said that they wanted the book, so I put it off to the side. That's okay too. The Prisoner, Book A and Book B. I don't know what this is necessarily, but it's published by DC. So this is going to go for $4. I have no idea what this series is, but it looks kind of cool. The Prisoner, and it's not issues 1 and 2, it's Book A and Book B. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight #89. We got Clay, part 1 of 2 by Ellen Grant and Kiki El Katana. $2. All right, this next book that I'm going to show here, nobody wants this book. I'm guaranteeing that no one is going to claim this next book. I am so certain that no one is going to claim this next book that I will put nothing on it. All right, I'm not going to risk anything over this. We got The Flash #17 going for $2. We don't have any Flash fans here, so I don't even know why this book is going to be put up on the rack here. I'd have better chance of selling Spawn comics on this show. So we're doing Flash #17 for $2. The Immortal Dr. Fate #2 and #3. This was done by Mark Pasto and Keith Giffen. So you got some Keith Giffen art here. This is going to go for $4 for the Immortal Dr. Fate #2 and 3. Uncanny X-Men #291 is $2. Bombast #1 from the Kirby Chrome verse from Topps Comics going for $2. Got a little foil effect here. And a Kirby cover. Captain America 360, $2. I have some Conan books here. We have Conan the King #21, #22, #23, #24, and #25. This is really cool stuff. Got a whole bunch of King Conan here, Conan the King. $10 on the Conan the King. All right, cap is off to Arena. We're ready. All right. Let's keep going here. I have G.I. Joe number 31 going for $2. The Joker number 2 is $2. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 3 is $2. The Joker Harley Quinn Uncovered issue 1. We got a variant here by Christian Ward going for $2. Venom number 34 is $2. Vision and the Scarlet Witch number 4 is $2. Harley Screws Up the DCU number 6, $2 on this. I have Superman 355 going for $2. Eddie, what's up, brother? I hope you're doing well tonight, man. Joker Uncovered, off to Lorena. Lorena, you're carrying the show tonight. Love you. You're awesome. And Superman 355 is going off to Roberto. There's more Superman, I believe. You know, another person I want to give a shout out to is Vaughn Coleman, who was the young man who was helping me out this weekend a little bit. So Vaughn is a comic book creator. He was my neighbor at Heroes Con. Young guy, he's in his 20s, and he made his first comic, and it looks really great. And he's really, really connected with a lot of people in the comic book industry. He is so much further ahead than I was at his age, and his comic looks fantastic. And you know, I bought his book when I was at Heroes Con, and he finished the first 2 issues. And he's taking everything in comics very seriously. He really wants to be involved in this business. So I told him I would give him my spare badge if he helped me with my load-in for the show, which he did. He was very good about that. He drove in, we loaded in. It was really great. And then he came to the convention with a couple books, with about a box of books. And he was planning to just kind of sell it out there. I was planning on, you know, just telling him go sell out there, because I didn't think I didn't really think to let him come by. But when I saw how driven this kid was, you know, he comes over there and he was like, hey, you know, is it all right if I can leave my stuff here? And I was like, yeah. And I said, here, why don't you sell some books here? Take some time. I needed a break. And I'm like, why don't you try selling some books? And he was like, you sure that's cool? And I'm like, yeah, go sell your books. So he started pitching people. He made a few sales here and there. And this kid was like a hornet, man. He would pitch a couple people, and then he was like, all right, I'll be back. Take some books, go out. And he'd be like, hey, I sold a set while I was out. He would just go and talk to people. We all have different selling techniques. And the thing is I'm not the kind of person that's going to give people advice or tell people how they should sell, especially a creator. It's like, find what feels most natural to you, because really what you're doing is you're not selling, right? You're trying to spread your passion on to new people. You're trying to infect, not take. You want to take. That's what ultimately ends up happening. But when you think about it as like, I want to get someone excited about the work I've done, then it has to become an organic thing. However it is, you know, however it comes out, because no one can teach you how to do that. And Vaughn, you know, he really impressed me. So I just told him, I'm like, dude, just come here, sell through all your stuff. he was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure it's okay? It's all right?" And I'm like, "Yeah. Go get to work." And he did his thing, and he sold through a lot of books. He made good money this weekend. I was really happy for him. He worked really hard, and he's got a good looking book. And we were talking comics and everything. And we're gonna be splitting tables at a few conventions next year. And I look forward to it. He's a good kid. He's a good dude. No problem, Lorena. I got you. Yeah, you do. Lorena's got so many comics heading her way. Yeah. Yes. Lorena, if it wasn't for your addiction to comics, I would be out of business. You're amazing. All of you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. All right, I have Strange Adventures number 7, number 8. I'll tell you another person who had a really good weekend was Tom King. He signed so many books that he posted a picture of his hands all marked on Saturday. We got number 11 and number 12. And speaking of Tom King, he is the writer of all these books here, Strange Adventures. He did a 12-issue series with Mitch Garrett's. We got nearly half the series right here, going for just $10 for Strange Adventures. It's about Adam Strange, one of those second-tier characters, or what I would even say third-tier characters. What if Nova had been 4 other people? What if number 15 is going to go for $2? Field the Rebirth, number 1. This collects 4 comics in one. It's going to go for $2. Rebirth of Thanos, number 1, is going to go for $2. I have the Spectre, number 11. That's going to go for $2. Superior Spider-Man, number 6. And number 8. That's going to go for $2. $4. $4 on those books. Next up, I got Vamps, number 2 of 6, number 5 of 6, and number 6 of 6. That's going to go for $6. Uncanny Avengers, number 1 is going to go for $2. Spawn Kills Every Spawn, number 2, number 3, and number 4. That's going to go for $6. Come on, show me what here. I'm actually going to put a bet out there. Okay, how many of you want to bet that this Flash book will sell faster than those Spawn books? Let's put it to a bet. And then we have Uncanny Avengers number 1 here. Give you guys a second here to catch up. All right, I'm going to keep going here. See here. I have Web of Spider-Man number 16 going for $2. The Question number 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and number 30, the number 1 annual, and the number 2 annual. And let's see what we'll do this for. 2, 4, 6, 8. I got 8 issues of the question going for $15 as opposed to 16. I'm going to take $1 off just to make it interesting. Just for snicks and giggles. Snacks and gags. Phoenix Resurrection number 5. Now we have number 1 on the bottom here, and we have number 5 here. This is going to go for $2. So we got number 1, the lenticular, and number 5 up here. Get them together. All-Star Squadron number 50 is $2. What's up, Pop? Sequentialism, snacks and gags. That is a different show. I don't know what show it is, but it's a different show. Old Man Logan, number 16. Number 41. It's going to go for $4. $4 for Old Man Logan, number 16 and 41. Night Force, number 2, and number 3, and number 4, and number 5. Just so you guys know, James Gunn is very interested in doing something with Night Force. So we have these 4 books here going for just $8 for Night Force. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Well, thanks for popping in, Pop Sequentialism. I appreciate it. I wasn't trying to make any puns there. I was just, I don't know. I just kind of, it just all flowed out naturally here. Welcome to the show. Now, you're too kind. I got X-Men Phoenix number 1. This is a collector's item. And if it says collector's item on the cover, then it has to be true. This is going to go for $2. I have the Sentry, number 3 of 8, number 4 of 8, number 5 of 8, number 6 of 8, number 7 of 8, and number 8 of 8. So you're just missing issues 1 and 2, and you can have the entire Paul Jenkins, John Romita Jr. run of the Sentry, which is going to go for just $12 right now. $12 for all these books. Pretty cool. Wolverine, number 3, is going to go for $2. This is from Greg Rucka's run. Blade, number 4, and number 7. This is from Brian Hill's first run. This is probably one of the best Blade runs ever done, honestly. This is one of the best Blade books ever. It was really fantastic. It was about 10 issues. It led into Bloodlust. It was really just some of the best comics work I've read in a long time with this character. $4. Some really good moments in there too. Moments you just can't forget. I have Doom Force, number 1. That's going to go for $2. I have the special edition Fantastic Four book here, which has a cover by John Byrne, who just was entered into the Hall of Fame by the Harvey Awards. And that's really awesome. And then we got a backup story here by Stan and Jack. $2 on this. And then I have the Doom Patrol, number 24 and number 25. This is from Grant Morrison's run. It's going to go for $4. Oh, really? One of the reasons why I made Warline black is because I really want Wesley Snipes to play the character. So it was always my idea to see him in that role. That's what I really wanted. Oh, is that really? I didn't know that Doom Force was his parody of the Image characters. That's pretty interesting. And it's a collectible first appearance. Which one of these superheroes will die? Find out. And then I also have from Chip Zdarsky's Batman run, we have issues 138 and 139. This is some really amazing stuff. I really love Chip's Batman run. It was some of my favorite comics work. DC has really been knocking it out of the park. The arrow reveals it. Oh, that's pretty funny. It even looks like this was drawn by like Rob Liefeld, but it was actually done by Keith Giffen and Mike Mignola. It's pretty funny. That's really cool. Yeah, Michael J. White, I think, is the better fit, to be honest, for Warline. I think he would really nail it. It would be really great. Yeah, seeing Michael J. White and Toddy Gabriel and Warline would be stunning. Pop sequentialism, you are awesome. Thank you very much for informing us about the Doom Force, which has enticed Lorena to pick the book up. You're awesome. You are fantastic. And we'll put those Batmans up there for anybody who wants them. Batman 138 and 139. And I should also mention Jorge Jimenez, who is the current Batman artist. He drew these books. His artwork is sensational. That dude is firing on all cylinders. All right. Here's what we're going to do right now. It is the top of the hour. We're going to take a commercial break. And when we come back, I'm going to showcase the Fomo books. Some really cool Fomo books for you guys. So stick around. We will be right back.
FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to,
so that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up, part of the experience. Sure, comic books are beautiful, but underneath, there's something more authentic and exciting. The original art. See the pencils, the lines, the shading, as if you were there in the studio watching the artist work. Getting a peek at comics' backstage is easy with the original art experience.
All right, Friday night, guys. Thank you for being here. To be doing anything, the fact that you're here means the world to me.
Nick's pieces are always value priced with your budget in mind, for the beginning collector to the veteran.
And this is gorgeous. You got Aquaman and Mira.
Join the original art experience with Nick and our friendly crew of regulars, even if it's just to enjoy the art. Fridays at 7. It's all part of the experience.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. Twitch, it's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there too.
It's comic book time. Splash pages lit, storyline crime. MCU 5D season the game. Being on, ain't nothing the same. Slide that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our party, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
Hold on, guys, I'm coming. It is FOMO time. Let's hit that video.
It's FOMO time!
Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. It was a good Flash. No one wants to play Flash comics on Onrie Show because of me. And I can't buy comics either because I'm a big weenie.
Oh my god, like, shut up already.
Wow. Pretty bad. All right. I got Conan the Barbarian movie special, which has one of the best covers of all time. Conan on the Tree of Woe. This is right before he bites a vulture's neck and kills it. And he's like, get me down from the Tree of Woe. You want to see what's under my loincloth? It's going to cost you only $5. $5 for Conan the Barbarian movie special, number 2. Fantastic Four number 225 is $5. Man of Steel number 1, part of a 6-issue miniseries. This is the collector's item issue. This is going to go for $5. I have Lone Wolf and Cub number 4. That's going to go for $5. I have G.I. Joe number 41. That's going to go for $5. I have Omaha the Cat Dancer number 1. That's going to go for $5. And that's a really good price on this book, by the way. Micronauts number 1 is going to go for $5. And then I have Marvel Superheroes featuring the Hulk and Submariner. This is going to go for $5 as well. And these are all your awesome FOMO books. Which printing what? Which printing? Of the Omaha. That is the kitchen sink printing, and I believe it is the first printing. We're going to do it for $5 tonight for the Omaha. Okay, Katrina's taking Omaha. Is that a Peyton Manning book? What do you mean? Which Peyton Manning? Which one are we talking about here? Omaha or something else? I didn't understand that reference. Micronaut and the G.I. Joes. Micronauts and G.I. Joe are off to Lorena. Okay. Oh, it was a bad football joke. All right. No worries. I don't really watch football. I'm sorry. I mean, I do sometimes, but it's more of like a passing interest for me. All right, so we got 5 books left. We got Man of Steel going for 5. We got Lone Wolf and Cub. Number 4, we got Hulk Submariner from Marvel Superheroes. Fantastic Four 225 and Conan the Barbarian. Oh, yeah, sure. I got you. I'm out killing pepperonis. I'm out hanging out here by my pepperoni. Look at my pepperoni, and my pepperonis are hanging out here. If you don't take me down from the tree of woe, I'll come over to your house and I'll break your arm and your spine. I'm out killing pepperonis. I'm not here. I'm not here now. Yeah, what's up?
So how much were you doing that Lone Wolf and Cub for?
$5.
Y'all, if you've never read it, I'm holding the issue right now. I have that issue.
Here, I'll show you guys the issue. It's right here. Like right
Come on now.
Hey, don't get the Lone Wolf and Cub. Get me. Get Conan. I'll come over to your house and I'll staple this book to your forehead.
It's 59 pages, y'all, for $5. It's a black and white book. The art is phenomenal. It's an awesome story.
I love this cover too. These are all Frank Miller covers. So First Comics got the license to bring Lone Wolf and Cub to America, and they blew up the books because they were printed. The mangas were printed on smaller paper, so they blew it up to comic size. They were just like, and they did it. All right, Lorena's calling Lone Wolf and Cub. Road Wolf and Cub, hurry, Murray. All right, 4 more books left. Why is Conan still here? Seriously, why is it every time I really want a book to sell, you guys don't buy it? Like, seriously. Like, I'm going to have to go. Like, I bet you if I held this book up at New York Comic Con, people would just stop. There would just be a huge holdup in traffic, and people would be like, and I'd be like, this book is $5, and they'd be like throwing money at me, like stomping on top of my booth, like, doing all kinds of stuff. They'd be like, all over this, but not you guys. Nope, can't fool you guys. No one wants this Conan the Barbarian movie special. Nope. As soon as J-Com's on here and he talks about stupid Lone Wolf and Cub, Lorena calls it, but no, nobody wants Conan. I mean, seriously. I'm going to need support over the fact that no one's buying Conan. Just pretend like you don't care. Okay, fine. I'll do the opposite. I don't care. I don't care if you don't want this Conan book. Fine. See if I care. I don't care. I just don't care anymore. I swear I don't care. I do not care anymore. Here, we'll put it right. We'll put the flash right between it, just so you guys aren't tempted. Okay, don't be tempted here. We'll put even more Conan books here, just so you guys are extra not tempted. Oh, look, there's Fantastic Four. That's another series no one wants to buy. Huh? Already have on. Say she's hungry. I'm such a bully. That's what we call bully sales. The sale.
Yeah, I can't help you with those. I haven't read those. I own the Lone Wolf and Cub, and for $5, that was a killer deal.
Yeah, but you know what? That Conan special for $5 was also a good deal, Jay. And if you would have talked about that a little bit more, maybe it would have sold too. But you got to reserve your place for the things that matter. Obviously Conan doesn't matter.
I mean, I can make something up and say he fights robots and stuff, but I've never read it, so.
Well, he doesn't fight robots here. He fights vultures. He actually eats them because they're delicious. He likes vulture. He likes delicious vulture meat. Have you ever had vulture meat?
You mean like Verky?
Verky?
Yeah.
That's
more vulture jerky.
More like toe Verky.
Toe Verky.
Toe Verky. Brandon, I got you on the Punisher. All right. These away. I'm not here now. You have to come back later. When Maria's driver is not here, that's when you come back. Patrick Schwarzenegger is my son. He might be Cyclops. My son touched another son's wiener. He did touch another son. He did touch another boy's wiener, by the way. Did you know that, Jay? Arnold Schwarzenegger's son, like his other character's brother, and like White Lotus season 3.
No, Onrie, I didn't.
What is this? Oh, also, I raised you better than this. I didn't raise you to be such a silly. Okay, Arnold. Sorry, Arnold is now a homophobe, and therefore now I understand why this book's not selling. Sorry, guys. Just so you know, the Flash number 17 is still available. Okay. I hope this book never sells now, so I can always make jokes about it. You want to see my pepperoni? It is hiding under this loincloth. Oh boy. Oh, check it out. We got a new comment here, Jay. The dated field girl P4G. Give me $3 to stop doing impressions. All right, Katrina, I'll take that $3 as long as I get to keep the book and I can make the impressions when I'm not on the air. How's that sound? Passion of the Sumerian. Oh, is that a bot? Oh man, I thought that was like my future girlfriend. That's unfortunate. That is Passion for the Sumerians. We'll say this, guys. I am really happy to see that half of our FOMO books have sold tonight. That's really great. I'd really like to see some of these foils and facsimiles sell on the bottom here too. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a crazy deal right now where I'm going to bring the prices of these books down significantly. And I'm going to show them off again and see if we can move some of them and see what happens. I'm going to offer them up again real quick. And the reason why is because if they're sitting here, they're doing me no good. So, Leonard, the FOMOs that are left, the books that are up here, I have Conan the Barbarian movie special, which I'm not allowed to do any impressions of anymore. This is going to go for $5. If you buy this book, I can't do impressions anymore. Okay, my Austrian Arnold accent. Fantastic Four 225 is $5. Marvel Superheroes featuring the Hulk and Submariner number 50 is $5. And then I have the special collector's edition of Man of Steel number 1, $5. Each of these are $5. These are the remaining FOMO books. Now I'm going to go over all the bottom row books again because I want to give them another chance and give you guys another look at them. So, and I'm going to lower the price on them too. So I have Fantastic Four number 1, which I was doing for $10. I'm going to drop it down to $8 now. So it's $8 for this one. Godzilla number 1 was $15. I'll drop it down to $13 because I'm into it for $13. So I'm going to keep it at $15. So it's $15 on that. That's the only one I'm not going to drop. Hawkeye number 1 was $5. I'll drop it down to $3 for the for this lenticular. It's Hawkeye number 1. Tales of the Teen Titans 44. This is a foil facsimile of the first appearance of Nightwing. Swamp Thing 37. Foil facsimile of Alan Moore's first issue of Swamp Thing. So both these books were $10. They're going down to $8. $8 a pop. House of Secrets 92. First Swamp Thing. I'll knock it down to 8 from 10. Royals number 9. We got next Uncanny X-Men 142 cover here. I'm going to take that from 5 down to $3 now. So we're going to do these lenticulars at 3. Secret Warriors number 8, which is a Nick Fury and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'll do this at 3. Rogue, the Savage Land. I'll take this from 10 down to 8. Phoenix Resurrection number 1. I'll take it from 5 down to 3. And if you want to add on issue 5, which I have, I can do it all for 5. West Coast Avengers #1. We got Firestar on the cover. I'll do this at 8. Damn Them All issue 1. I'll go from 5 to 3 on this, so it's $3. Spider-Verse #1. We'll go from 10 down to 8 on this one. And Batman Who Laughs #1. That was 30. I knocked it down to 15, so that's half off on that book. That's going to stay right there. And that's all those books. I really love these foils and lenticular books. They're really cool. So let's see what we could do on a combined total on this. So I'm going to take the cheapest prices that I just offered, the discounted price. I'm going to add everything up, and then I'm going to round it out for you guys.
You got Stevie B making some claims.
Okay. All right. Swamp Thing and House of Secrets at $8 each. Awesome. Got you, buddy. Beautiful pickups. Good. Those founding homes. So minus 16. So we're at $85 now. How about I do the lot at 75? I'll take $10 off additionally from the combined total of the discounted prices of all these books. At $75, you get everything shipped to your door at no additional cost other than tax. Let me know if you're interested. Plenty of meat up on the bone if you're going to flip these books too. But I want to move all these because they've been sitting in my collection for a while now. Yeah, I could list them. I probably should start listing more stuff on eBay as we get into the holiday season. But, I think these would probably be better off in someone else's hands. And I don't really have the time to list it and wait for it to sell. I'll let you guys think on that for a minute. All right. In the meantime, we're going to start showing more $2 books. I have The Mask, The Hunt for Green October, #1 of 4. That's going to go for $2. Jessica Jones, #13 is $2. The Logan Legacy, #4. #5. And #6. That's going to go for $6. $6 on all this. Another really cool thing when I met Stevie B was he brought his original art collection, and I got to take a look at some of the stuff he had in there. And there were some really cool pieces in there. I really enjoyed taking a look at it. The Astonishing Ant-Man #11 is $2. I have Justice Inc. Book 1 and Book 2. I wonder if this is the same Justice Inc. as the Shadow, Doc Savage, and who else? Shadow, Doc Savage, and the Avenger. Is this them? No, this is something completely different. Or is it? It's by Andrew Helper and Kyle Baker. Gonna go for $2 for issues 1 and 2. Got a very like Sienkiewicz type of style in the artwork. It's really cool. They got like prestige format books too. Really gorgeous, baby. Hawkeye number 2, number 3, number 5, number 11. I'm going to do all of these for just $8. $8. Iron Man 235, 242. That's going to go for $4. X-Men number 3. This is part of the Curse of the Mutants. That's going to go for $2. Wonder Man number 2. The Wonder Man show is coming out soon. Wonder Man going for $2. So earlier, Brandon was saying Jonathan Majors would be a good Warline. He's too young. You need an old man to play Warline. He could be a young Warline. I could totally see Jonathan Majors as a young Warline. And I have no problems with Jonathan Majors. You know, like whatever happened off screen, that's between him and everyone else, or, you know, whatever happened, you know. I don't meddle in other people's personal affairs. Colossus, part 1 of 2 of Legends of the Dark Knight, number 154. That's going to go for $2. Unless they dress up like this, like the Gimp from Pulp Fiction. I don't know. I've said some really inappropriate things tonight. Does it go for $2? You can get them real cheap. The Incredible Hulk, number 413, is $2. Silver Sable and the Wild Pack number 2 is $2. Wolverine number 85 is $2. The Incredible Hulk 54 is $2. The Avengers versus the X-Men number 2 of 6 is $2. That Incredible Hulk run was really great by Bruce Jones.
Lorena's grabbing the Hulks.
Okie dokie, hold on, I'm coming. We're getting all the Hulks? Hulks, okay. The Hulks. Planet of the Adventures on the Planet of the Apes, number 4. $2 on this. Amazing Spider-Man 789. 790. 794. $6 on these. That is a really cheap deal. It does have something to do with the Avenger. That's cool. Thanks for checking into that, Jay. Spider-Man Deadpool number 16 is $2. Number 22 is $2. Both for $4. We got Luke Cage Power Man number 33 going for $2. Introducing the deadliest assassin of all. We got a first appearance here. Don McGregor on the writing. This is really a good deal for $2. Anything you can get written by Don McGregor for $2 is worth it. You're getting a hell of a deal. For those of you who don't know, Don McGregor created the world of Wakanda. Tarzan the Savage Heart, number 1 of 4, 2 of 4, and 3 of 4. We're just missing the last part. I'll do it for $6. Yeah, the current run of Hulk has been really different. It's taken on definitely more of its like monster roots. Like I've read every single issue so far except for this week's issue. But it's been interesting. I really like Nick Klein's artwork on there. That's really what has made it interesting. The best run, though, from recent memory, aside from Immortal Hulk that L. Ewing did, was the Ryan Otley, Donny Cates run where they brought in the Titan Hulk. That was really good stuff. I really enjoyed that too. Yeah, the Philip Kennedy Johnson run. Yeah, that's the current run. And I think they're doing something else like the Infernal Hulk. That's coming out soon. So I think this is the last issue of the Hulk. Yeah, the story's been really, really good. Amazing Spider-Man 27 and number 30. That's going to go for $4. Got a Secret Empire tie-in. Dissension number 1, War Eternal, $2. Batman Beyond Neo Year 2 and Neo Year 5. Those are both Christian Ward variants, going for $4. Batman White Knight Presents Generation Joker, Book 3 and Book 6. And then I have another Book 6. These are all going to go for $2. $2 each. Silver Surfer Annual number 3 is going to go for $2. The Punisher number 10 and number 17. That's going to go for $4. $4 on those. All right, we're going to take another commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to build out the second rack over here. So I will see you guys in a moment. Something for you guys to mull over while we're on commercial is to think about getting the rest of these lower rack books at 75 total. And you can walk out of here with a bunch of foil facsimiles and some cool lenticulars. I'll see you guys in just a minute.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below.
Live from New York. What? Oh, sorry. Live from Cleveland? It's Friday night? It's Friday Night Live! With Nancy McCann. And Ricky. And sometimes Carlos. And featuring boxes and boxes of rare comics. Unique collectibles. Lots of smiles and conversations with new friends. Friday Night Live with Comics Unlimited. Friday night from 9 to 11 on The Experience.
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, theexplive.com. Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons, and Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
It's comic book time. Splash pages lit, storylines prime. MCU 5D season the game. Being on, ain't nothing the same. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our party, gonna be tight.
You're watching Kickin It With Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right, we are back. Now let's start building out that second rack here. I have the Nam number 14 going for $2. I have Ben Reilly's Scarlet Spider number 6 and number 7. It's going to go for $4. We got Detective Comics number 598 going for $2. I have Uncanny X-Men number 263 going for $2. Issue 322, Who Stopped the Juggernaut? 369, 370, and 371, and 385. Okay, the Ben Reilly are off to 2, 4, 6. That's going to go for $12. That Ben Reilly is not the same Ben Reilly that we knew in the earlier days when we first started out. He's a lot darker. He is not anything like Peter Parker. Having read the first issue of that, I can assure you this is true. Okay. Get some more books out here for you guys.
Lorena says she'll take the older Spider-Mans with Ben you had earlier.
So which one?
I think you had some older Ben Reilly Spider-Man.
Oh, yes, the 122 and 123. Yeah, I'll pull those right now. The Web of Spider-Mans. I know what she's talking about. You know what she hasn't taken, though?
The Flash or the Conan?
You read my mind, buddy.
And the Detective.
Detective. Thank you, Lorena. I have Future State Gotham number 12. That's going to go for $2. Absolutely. Thank you, Lorena. You're amazing. New Mutantes number 46 is $2. Amazing Spider-Man number 15. This is Legacy number 909, part of Dark Web, and a John Romita Jr. cover. Same deal with issue 33. This is going to go for $2. Ultimates 8, which is a Civil War II tie-in, and Ultimates 10, $4 on these. X-Men number 17 is $2. Firepower number 3 is $2. Peter Parker 76 is $2. Dark Horse Presents Dr. Spin number 115. That's going to go for $2. Spider-Woman number 15, 16, 17, and 18. That's going to go for $8. And Amazon's Attack number 1 is going to go for $2. Miles Morales, Spider-Man 234 and 235. That's $4 on this. $4. Marvel Team Up 23 is $2. We got Devil's Reign Villains for Hire number 2. That's going to go for $2. Suicide Squad number 4. Got a Wicked variant here. That's going to go for $2. Legion of Superheroes, $279. $299. It's gonna go for $4. I got Elektra number 6 going for $2. Really cool Greg Horn cover. Hawkman number 11. Number 12. Number 13. It's going to go for $6. American Vampire number 4. It's $2. I'm going to show off the remaining FOMO books one more freaking time. One more time. Idiot. Sorry. Marvel Superheroes featuring the Hulk and Submariner number 50 is $5. Fantastic Four 225 is $5. Man of Steel number 1 is $5. And Conan the Barbarian, the movie special number 2 on the Tree of Woe. And Arnold's like, like, look under my loincloth, there's pepperonis. I'm not doing the accent anymore. I'm just going to be super lame about this, okay? If you don't come to this house, he'll probably break your arm and shove it into your spine. He eats green berets for breakfast. I eat green berets for breakfast. All right. See, I broke it out a little bit, but I have censored myself. Sorry. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep it down. Man, you guys are really making me work for this. Sweet Lord. 3 FOMO books left. Fantastic Four 225 at $5. Man of Steel number 1 is $5. Conan the Barbarian movie special. We got the Tree of Woe on the cover. First appearance of the Tree of Woe. That's going to go for $5. I want my money back. I want my money back, money back, money back. Ribs. Last 3 FOMO books. Can we move them? Can we do a FOMO sellout tonight? 5, 5, and 5. $15 on these FOMO books, these gorgeous FOMO books. In the meantime, we have Spider-Man Unlimited number 21 going for $2. Avengers No More Bullying number 1 is going to go for $2. I bet you there's a lot of bullying in this book. Hey, why don't you buy this book, idiot? Well, you want me to come over to your house and beat you over the head with this comic? Are you going to be quiet about not buying this comic? Oh, I don't want any bullying comics out here. Shut up. Shut up. You want this book right here, you idiot, moron. Did I bully you into buying this book? Bully Barker's Bailey Bucker's bullying book. $2. Henry bullied me into buying that book.
Someone call the bully buckers.
I bullied Lorena. Maybe I should try doing the same thing with that Conan book. Quasar number 8. The only person who would buy this book is Chris Dyskel, but he's out lawyering right now. He's out protecting this world from other mean lawyers. Lawyers can be really mean. Bucky Bailey's bully buckers. Oh boy. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here tonight. Hey, guess what I have though, guys? I have Invisibles. I have Invisibles number 1 and Invisibles number 4. You can get all these Invisibles. You want these Invisibles? This is gonna go for $4. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep one eye out for you. Might be a brown eye. Hey, oh. Terrible.
You had her sold. If anything was good, that's going to make her want to give it back now, it was that. Okay.
I bullied her, and I like finally sold the Conan book. Oh man, but Katrina wants her money back. This is a pretty effed up episode of Kicking It tonight. Some really dark stuff happened on this show. There's some dark shit happened tonight on the air. All right, we got 2 FOMO books left: Fantastic Four 225 and Man of Steel #1, and they're both going to go for $5. Brown Uncle Jack. All right, I'm going to put the FOMO books on the bottom rack here. Not you now. Conan is gone. I have to find the first movie special. I'll be on the lookout for it, Lorena. I might come across it sooner than you think. Your name, your number, your serial number. I have Spider-Gwen #23, #28. That's going to go for $4. $4 on that. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take everything down from this rack, and I'm going to start building another rack. Is there anything anyone wants on this rack before I take it down? I will give you guys one moment here. You know, take your little brown eye and spy if you want anything off of this left rack here. Brown eye, Uncle Jack. He's only got one eye. The other one got poked out by AI. All right, the Spider-Man books that are on here. Okay. You want the Spider-Man Deadpools too? So you wanted these Spider-Man books here, Leonard? 7, 89, 90, and 94. And then I have 27 and 30. Is that what we're talking about? And then let's also not forget that I had the Miles Morales 234 and 235. And then I have the Legacy number 909 and 927. Okay, that in the Miles books. Do you want all of the Spider-Mans? Like every freaking Spider-Man? Because I also have the Peter Parker Spider-Man, and I have the Spider-Man Unlimited. And then I have Spider-Man Deadpool too. 2 issues of that. Let me know what you want, and I'll do it. Okay, yes. All right, we're taking it all. Every freaking Spider-Man. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. There's 11 of them here. That would be $22. For you, I'm going to do it at 20. I'm going to take $2 off because you're awesome, Leonard. I like you. You're good people. Oh, wow. And the Invisibles. He wants Invisibles too. You want some Invisibles, do you? Would you like me to sew your shoes for you with them Invisibles? Would you like me to sew your testicles for you too? All right, there we go. Oh, and the FOMO books. We got a FOMO sellout. Yes. Boom shakalaka. Leonard, in for the win. FOMO sellout tonight. I love you guys. I'm back, baby. I am back. Don't worry, I'll be back. I will find that Conan movie special. I swear I'll do it. I swear I'll do it. Sorry, Katrina. Stop making me do that. Stop making me regret it. All right, I'm going to take these down now so I can make room for other things. And if were we taking the Spider-Man Deadpools too? Or were we leaving those? I forgot.
Leonard said give him those as well.
All right, cool. All right. Gotcha. Salmon Twitch number 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. And we'll do all these 2, 4, 6, 7. 7, that would be 21 bucks. We'll do it at 20. 20 bucks on those. And the Salmon Twitches. Zombies Assemble number 0 and number 1. Some Marvel manga going for $4. Hellblazer number 71, number 74, number 75, number 76, and number 81. I'll do all of these for $10. $10 in Hellblazers. Uncanny X-Men number 247, 252, 286, 297, number 301, number 302, and number 303. And I'm going to do all of this. 2, 4, 6, 7. I'll do all 7 of these at 20. And then I have the number 12 Batman Annual. That's going to go for $2. Night Terrors Action Comics number 2 is $2. I got Avengers number 54. We got King on the cover. That's going to go for $2. Ghost Rider number 25 is $2. Steve Rogers Captain America number 5 is $2. We got the Batman Annual off to Arena. Ghost Rider off to All New Wolverine number 10. Civil War 2 Choosing Sides number 4. Commandy the Last Boy on Earth number 30 is $2. Drunken Fist number 6, number 7, and number 8. That's going to go for $6. Punisher War Journal number 31, number 32, and number 33. That's going to go for $6. Got the Hellblazers and Choosing Sides. 2, 3. Leonard, you are awesome. Love you, buddy. Love all you guys. All right. Dark Horse presents 77, 78, and number 80. That's going to go for $6. $6 on these. Failed by autocorrect. What do you mean?
Because Lorena asked for Hellbalzers.
Oh, I'm getting lightheaded. Oh, I haven't laughed that hard in a good long time. Woo! Oh boy. One order of hell balls coming right up. Oh my god. Guys, I just want to let you know I actually am really a mature person, okay? I was laughing at the fact that she made the spelling error, not the fact that she said Hellballs. Hellballsers. Oh, that's great. Oh, she totally broke me right there. Yes, I did. I got an example of real comedy. That was oh man, that was great. Yeah, she won the comments tonight. That's for damn sure. All right, Superman presents the Krypton Chronicles #3. You think he's gonna show her his Hellbalzers? All he has to do is lift up his loincloth. That's gonna go for $2. Man, that was funny. All right, Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man 181 can go for $2. Gods of War #4 is $2. Oh my God, that made me laugh so hard. Oh Lord. I haven't laughed that hard since Onrie Kompan. Oh boy. All right. All right. I have Dead Man #5, #6, #7, and #8. That's going to go for $8 tonight for Dead Man for the Dead Man's. I'm going to finish building out this rack and then we're closing up shop. Uncanny Avengers #9 is $2. Sandman Mystery Theater #15, #24, #25, #26, #27, and #28. We do all these at $12. $12 on these. Uncanny Avengers 32 is $2. Daredevil Echo #2 is $2. We have Demons #2 by Scott Snyder is $2. Batman 89 Echoes #6 is $2. Batman Full Circle, $2 on this. Logan #3 of 3. We got a black and white variant here going for $2. More book here. Last book of the night will be Detective Comics 599, going for $2. All right, that is everything on the rack right now. It is time to spin the wheel of Skid Bark. Let's do this, Jay.
It's time to spin the wheel of Skid Bark.
Okay. All right. I am spinning for Lorena right now. Lorena gets a $2 comic. I am hooking her up with the Krypton Chronicles. for her Hellballsers comments. And then Chris, who claimed the Transformers books earlier, told me to give his spin to someone else. So tonight I'm going to give that spin to Stevie B, because I really appreciate him coming on the show. So Stevie B, you get a spin on the wheel from Chris, and we are going to hook you up with some free swag. So I'm going to give you a copy of The Onion. You get The Onion, which I know you'll appreciate, showing your sense of humor. And then next up we have Leonard. Leonard's going to be our last spin here. And Leonard gets a free Marvel book. I'm going to hook Leonard up with Avengers number 54, which has King on the cover. And I think that'll be really awesome for Leonard. I know Leonard will appreciate that. And guys, I want to thank you all for showing up tonight. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the good times. Thanks for the laughs. I will be back on the air this Thursday afternoon at 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow I'm going to be restocking over at Dreamland Comics in Libertyville. So I will see you guys then. Jay, is there anything else you want to add before we close out tonight?
Yeah, just real quick. Tomorrow, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, you got the 1 hour comic collectible show with Rex. Then keep 2 tabs open, because not only do we have Triple B and his live show at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, but we also have a brand new show on the Experience, Hump Day Heroes, with our very own Castle. His store, Past, Present, Future Comics in West Palm Beach, they have a show called Hump Day Heroes, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. It was a lot of fun. Make sure you come check it out, and just stay tuned for all the awesome stuff on the Experience.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Love you guys. I'll see you on Thursday on my channel. I'll see you next week, as always, on the Experience. Have a great night.